Konnichiwa, and welcome to Tsuki no Ame, where we try Japanese snacks and treats. Today's going to be an interesting episode. So as you can tell, our third box for June of 2025 has arrived. Yes, we have our TokyoTreat box. And you might already be noticing some of what's making today interesting. Um, our box was unfortunately damaged in shipping. So I do appreciate them taping it closed and the fact that we did get at least the rest of the box. Unfortunately, um, as you can tell, there's a big divot in here. It goes pretty deep. And just from all the boxes that we've opened, and in particular, just thinking about the TokyoTreat boxes, there is not that much space in the box. I'm always shocked at how well and how tightly they pack these boxes, and sometimes they've actually been packed so tight that, the box is kind of bulging outwards. There's no doubt that we have items missing, unfortunately. That's just the way it goes for this month. But I have the custom sheet in front of me, and what we're going to do is we're going to open this up, and we're just going to go through, and we're going to see everything that we've got, and I'm just going to show you and share with you all the things that did arrive. Just unfortunately, just because of this, I'm not going to be able to show you everything that's supposed to be in the box, but everything that I can, of course, I'm going to share with you guys. So let's crack in here. Let's see what we've got. I'm seeing a lot of things on here that look really cool, that I'm really excited about. I'm hoping that they made it. So let's see. All right, I'm going to start with here. And then, okay. Sorry, just figuring out the best way to actually get this box open. Okay, and then we're gonna do, yeah, taping this shut had to be a bit of an adventure, just again, due to the nature of the damage. I'm sure this got very entertaining in the shipping warehouse when they patched this up. Okay, let's see what we've got. Okay. All right. So we are, of course, going to start with these two, and I am actually really, really happy that these made it, just because I do appreciate them, and the culture guide I especially need. That's how I get most of the information on the snacks. The custom sheet and the culture guide, I need them desperately. But here we have, so TokyoTreat is one of 3 boxes that does this. They include a note either from the founder or the CEO with an image on the other side. TokyoTreat started doing this about a year ago, I think, and they have been doing these snapshots of things in Japan. They're we've gotten some really fun ones. We've gotten some really beautiful ones. They're always related to the theme of the box. I really appreciate it. I really look forward to these. I enjoy them. Okay. So here we have our culture guide. So this month's theme is Kompini Snackin'. So it looks like we mostly have the different types of Kompini snacks. I think this is going to be pretty great. So I'm going to set this aside for now, but again, as I say every time I do one of these, if you get one of these boxes, I highly recommend holding on to these. There is great information on the different snacks in here, but also, so TokyoTreat, it's much more focused on like pop culture and things like that, and they have some really fun information on Japanese culture and like anime and different things. It's fun. It's definitely worth your time. So highly recommend, even though I'm setting it aside, hold on to that. You're going to want it. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Um, so I'm just, the reason I say that is because I'm seeing here, I'm going to put it back in the box and just maybe I'm missing something, but I'm not seeing any dorayaki included on the custom sheet, and this is very clearly dorayaki, which I'm super excited about. I love it. But it does mean, okay, this is going to be a very entertaining box to go through. So first, uh, for if you've been on the channel for a while, or if you're familiar with TokyoTreat, you probably already know this. If you're new, first of all, hi, welcome, thank you for joining. But one of the things that TokyoTreat does is every month they send us a noodle dish. We've gotten to try some really fun things. I really look forward to it. They're calling this Kitsune Udon. I am really excited about this. Like I said, we've gotten to try some really fun things that, at least for me personally, I wouldn't have gotten to try. So I am always very excited to see that. Okay. They're calling this on the custom sheet Earl Grey stick cake, but clearly this is a Baumkuchen stick, but it is Earl Grey flavored. Okay, I'm going to put this to the side. Oh, interesting. Okay. Okay. So these are mini melon pan biscuits. So melon pan or melon bread. It's called that for the pattern that is made on the top. But it looks like we have like melon bread inspired cookies. I am really excited about this. I really enjoy melon bread. It's really tasty. Here we have, we're just calling these grape and muscat gummies. So this is, these gummies have 2 different flavors of grape in them. Sounds really good. Should be tasty. Okay. Um, Sorry. Sometimes identifying things off of the packaging gets complicated. Okay, here we go. So this, they're calling this soy sauce potato sticks. Should be good. And then they're not telling us what flavored. This is a umaibo stick. I think it's cheese flavored. So umaibo is kind of interesting in that, oh, okay, things are very interesting. In that if you watch a lot of anime, if you watch a lot of Japanese media, there you might have noticed like there's this weird stick thing that they'll eat, and it's like this big, like it looks kind of more like a big dowel that's been cut very short, and they never talk about what it is. They never mention its name. They just, go to a convenience store and you see them snacking on it. At least that was my experience. And it wasn't until I started doing this channel that I found out what that actually was. Apparently, umaibo are so ubiquitous over in Japan that everyone just assumes you know what they are. And so they just never talked about them. But they're everywhere, and they are dirt cheap over there. To get them here, it's it's quite pricey. But these are definitely just kind of a highlight of the snack culture over in Japan. Umaibo is a very big part, so very, very glad that they sent this one. And then we have our Pandan piece of dorayaki, which I am very excited about. I love dorayaki. It is one of my favorite snacks that we've gotten introduced to on the channel, or at least that I've gotten introduced to while doing this channel. And unfortunately, it appears that that is all that actually made it from our box. This month's bag of Kit Kats didn't arrive, but there's also, I'm really sorry to say, I'm seeing a lot of small items that didn't make it. Unfortunately, when the box was damaged, we lost a lot of the snacks. So I'm going to arrange what we do have to make it easier to see. at least as best I can. Well, actually, no, should be pretty easy to do this time, unfortunately. Uh, so, this is what managed to make it safely over from Japan this month for our box from TokyoTreat for June of 2025. Uh, I am glad that we were able to get at least some of the box, and I have to admit, a couple of the things that did make it were things that I was seeing on the custom sheet where I was really hoping that they'd made it. So I am very, very grateful that we were able to get things that we were able to get. So I'm going to go through here, get everything figured out and arranged. We will start taste testing these once we finish with Sakura Co. Um, Unfortunately, I don't have any more information on what's going on with Japan Candy Box, um, but we will dive into these as soon as we finish with Sakura Co. I think we have only a few more, so I think I'm pretty sure by this weekend we're going to start taste testing these. Uh, and yeah, I think this is going to be great. I do think what we were able to get has some really good stuff in it. I am really excited to try these. I do think it's going to be fun. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. If you like my shirt, link for that is down in the description below. And please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Johnny.